Yeah, so I'm recording the Meet voice. So let's start with what we have done so far, and then let's go about what we are going to do in the future. So let's go one by one. So I'll tell off C. The content for landing page is done. About us page is done. Web dev page almost done. Graphics page, we are going to keep it under construction. So that's set aside for now. Blogs, I've written one blog. So once the designs are done now, I'll share the designs to Roshan. He can start developing it. While he's developing, I'll write blogs. So that's what I'll do. And I'll show what I've done after all of us have done talking what we have done and what we're going to do. Yeah, next.
So on the part was what is done. So I checked out Pankaj while we were working on virtual world. Pankaj put a text that he's done these pages. He's added responsiveness, and he also told what is left to do. So I just checked all the pages which he has done. I didn't check for responsiveness. I thought I'll do it yesterday, but Antonio gave some work yesterday. I thought I'll do it today, and Antonio gave work today. So I had only time to check the websites on desktop. I didn't check for responsiveness. That's what I did yesterday. And today, what I'll be doing, I'll be checking for responsiveness and also in the backend part, the cake backend part, I will have to go through like what all is done, and I'll be putting a text of what all is left to do.
Cool. What about Sean and Ashwin?
Okay, for me today, what I did today was like Ashwin asked me the animation in GLB format.
Yeah.
So I gave him the animation of the PC, that one, and now I'm working on the Bloom.
Okay. Okay. So what's the expected time for Bloom?
Dude, I'm not sure. It might be done in 2 days or a week. I'm not sure, but I'm working.
So see, dude, so whenever you don't know, so what I recommend is if you think it's a week, give 2 extra days so that you can test and we can review and stuff. 2 or 3, depends on you. So what, 9 or 10 days?
Dude,
No,
what's
no,
there in testing and animation?
No, dude, like I meant optimizing, not testing. Sorry, my bad.
But
Because you'll
that's
have to
gonna
check
be
it
a
on phone,
video, right? Why optimize?
Yeah, and Sean, you told like when we were working with virtual world, dude, you told that rendering a video will take a lot of time.
Yeah, exactly. Tarun, we need to consider that also. Once I finish, it's gonna take time rendering also.
Yeah,
like
makes
I
sense.
think it will be done overnight, but I'm not sure.
But again, if there's something wrong with the lights or shadows or something, you'll have to again redo the rendering, right?
Redo the entire thing. So that's why what I need, like I need someone's help figuring out the lighting and all.
Fine. So
about that, we'll see, dude. As soon as you're done, just tell. We'll find out who is not working at that who doesn't have any work at that particular point of time, and we'll assign him that role.
Yeah, sure.
No, it should be Tarun, nobody else.
It should be Tarun. Okay, I thought Tom. I was thinking about Tom.
Okay, yeah, maybe both. Yeah,
we can see. We'll see who's not working. Yeah.
Okay.
And Sean, so from 3D sector, there's 2 things in pipeline. One is this the log animation. The other one is the computer animation, right?
What
the compute the log animation.
Okay, he meant the bloom.
Okay, the bloom. The bloom is a video, dude. Okay, that is fine. And
that is there. And
so wait. Before that, I need a proper time of when you need
10
like
12 days.
You guys, what?
12 days. 12 or 10 days. Shoot. 10
See,
days.
the
sorry.
Thing is,
okay, shall I tell one thing? Like, shall we try to deploy the first version of the website by the end of this month?
What's the
this
date
month?
today?
So 15 days.
21st.
15 approximately.
10.
Sorry.
10
days.
10 days. Yeah, exactly. That's what I told. So 10 days, Sean. So Tarun, whenever you're working with Sean, just give him a fixed time, dude.
Yeah, sure. I can give the time today itself, but before that, I have a few questions. Once those questions are sorted, I'll give the time.
Okay, and one more thing about the bloom, Sean. What's what resolution is it gonna be on? 1080 or 720?
I think we'll decide that later. Once when we get to the design, once the front end is done, like all the text, Ashwin will be working parallelly, no? So that by that time, I'll get this bloom thing ready. and
Sure.
it will be before the stage before rendering. So once we are at that spot, we'll figure out what is gonna happen. I'll give you a test render also, like 720 1080. We'll put it on the website and just have a look.
Sounds good.
Ashwin, you there?
Yeah, so Sean sent me the models, no? So I'll be checking if it's optimized or not.
So what I
Yeah,
also thought is
we-
I can work in parallel with this Bloom and helping Ashwin prepare the model also. And this model, yeah, even this is gonna take some time. So we'll see how that goes.
So, Tarun, let's draw a pipeline, dude. So see,
let's
so
draw a pipeline. I'll do that. Ashwin
so
was
one is cake. We have two things. Yeah. So yeah, the Jamboard or something.
Yeah, fig jam fair.
Hmm.
Who all can comment to
there
the thing? Just come off. Open Figma and share the link.
Yeah. Put
Here's
it on
the link.
chat.
You can just join in using Madam P. Copy.
So, like these guys don't have
link.
access, right? To Madam T.
I'll
We
put
have.
it on ME Private.
GG and everything.
So where should we come?
Just hit that
Maybe.
link, it'll open.
Will it?
Yeah, it'll come
you
fast.
don't
I'll
have to
just
log
give
in
you
yourself.
access. Roshan can
No.
edit.
Wait. I am
Yeah,
opening.
Not you, Sean.
What did you name it, bro? Give it the first thing, dude. Give it a name. I wanted
So
to
we're
see
gonna call this.
I wanted to check out what was that? The mobile version images. I just go to drafts. I see everything untitled. What is it?
How will
Who's
I be able to
anonymous?
write on this? How will I be
I
able
don't
to
know,
write
Ashwin
on
or
this?
something.
That's Ashwin.
I'm from Madam T account, the other Madam.
I'll give him
Yeah,
access.
fine.
Roshan can view, can edit.
Fine. So see, dude, there are two
Hey,
pipelines.
drafts can't be edited by others. To let Roshan edit this file, move it into a project window. I'll move it to ME team project edits. Roshan can edit, but this guy cannot edit because he's an anonymous account.
Okay,
Who is
Ashwin.
that?
Ashwin.
Okay.
So see, dude, there are two pipelines. One is Cake and the other one is our ME website. So you can leave Cake for now. We can talk about Cake later. These guys are here. So let's finish with ME first.
So
So ME, how I would do it is, Tarun, you're alone on the design part, right? Design, content, everything.
yeah,
So that should go separately and the front end. As soon as you're done, only then I can start with the front end. So we both are in the pipeline for the development side and these guys. So Ashwin is gonna completely work on this one, the 3J side. So only after Sean's like how do you tell that? Only after Sean is done with his work, Ashwin can move on. So
Makes
how do
sense.
you like who's the blocker? Like who is working on it now?
Um,
Sean, you read.
On in the site, right?
Like
Yes, it's-
currently, yes. It's
So
here,
what
okay.
I thought was like what am I going to give him? The 3D
Mhm.
models and then the bloom in a video or a sequence of PNGs. Okay.
Okay, let's
Or
divide it
JSON
into again
file.
to wait, let him
Again,
type it.
What?
Let him type it.
things in pipeline. First thing is the bloom animation.
No, divide it into again two parts. Right? One is this one, development and 3D.
Dude, actually we made this mistake even in the virtual private. What is
What
it?
mistake?
Virtual world. See, we thought we fixed the animation and yeah, it was done. But then it took another week, literally a week for just to figure out the animations. So like we shouldn't make that mistake again. So what
That won't
you
come
guys need
again.
from me, you need an model with an animation and then a bloom, which is a video or JSON. We'll figure that out later, but it's gonna be I think it's gonna be JSON. So what I think is let Ashwin start with the front end and the models right away from now. And then when
So
he's
you're gonna
doing,
give him placeholders, right?
I'm gonna give him
Okay.
placeholders so that yeah, he can finish the website by the time even I finish all the models, because I shouldn't be a blocker. We said the deadline to 10 days, right? Once he finishes, you should come in and have a test. should do the testing for the website.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Optimization. This is what I could think at the top of my
Responsiveness.
head.
Wait.
Optimization will put it over here because that's with the 3J side, not with 2D. Computer animation.
Computer animation about the yeah, more things will be added after my questions done. Optimize mobile optimization, exactly. So
What is this for? Is this for cake?
This is the 2D.
this is the design and development of the site, and this is for the 3D.
3JS and design, 3D design. This is 2D
2D.
and front end.
Yeah.
So you guys just look at this. You both of you. This is your side.
So what are-
what do you guys think of what I said? Like me and Ashwin working together.
Yeah.
yeah, it should happen, bro. That's the reason we
Okay,
put a 3D design and development.
We separated it. So you guys just have to worry
If you
about
want,
the
I'll put the name also.
So the
Fine.
design and all the contents are done, right? So what we need to do is just go there and make the site.
No. Design is done only for the landing page, but then again, it's not a decided design. It's just a mock-up.
Oh,
Yeah, because I just want to make sure we don't like Alex used to say, like let's just make sure we don't look back and think we could have done something
why
better.
we did it. Yeah, dude.
okay.
So
What about the mobile, dude? That's to be done, right?
mobile has to be done. So again, that day me and Alex were talking about this mobile first thing. No, so I told her we'll have to sit in a meeting, decide what's possible for mobile, what's not possible for mobile, then decide if going mobile first does it make sense or does it not make sense. So
Yeah,
okay.
dude, even I wanted to talk about that.
Ashwin, can you show me the animations in mobile? Is it possible?
I think I saw the single animation that Ashwin
Yeah,
put up.
single animation.
I
That
saw
works.
the
all-
text.
As of now, bro, as of now, single animation was working, does.
Yeah, it
so
was.
when he gave everything, I don't think it's working. So I should check on that.
Okay.
Can you
Fine.
show me? Can you just show
Just-
us out?
Mobile
You wanna
and Zoom.
show
How
on
the
website?
What?
No,
How-
what are you asking?
Just show me what. Okay, we'll speak about that later.
You can take a day, but Tarun, the problem is that was only the model. There's zero textures, right, Roshan?
exactly?
Yep.
So I think the textures are a problem, but if we are able to figure out, so we asked Bruno Simon right that day. So he told to use another format of texture, some basis texture or
Basis,
something.
yeah.
Basis texture. So if Sean was like, there are a lot of texture files.
Yeah.
So
Can
if
I share
Sean
my
pick-
screen?
yeah,
Yeah, go ahead. I'll enable that thing one sec. Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. Hey, also Jose, what about the 3-fiber thing?
React 3-fiber, that like we can do that too. We can try both.
See, dude, can you see this?
Yeah, we'll do in React 3-fiber too this time.
Because if we want to try something new from experience we
that
got to know, we cannot try out something new with the actual project.
Just there are 416
Yeah, I get it,
individual
yes.
parts.
Yes. So fine, let's do it in GLTF for now. But bro, I don't know. Dude. So
See, you know
Tarun,
why this is happening. See, when I just play this thing around, you can see these parts moving, right?
which
those
part?
are-
okay. Okay.
These are not like each individual model having separate rotation, transformation, and
Okay.
all. So that is like just moving around. You take this
Okay.
part, the animation is just playing with the scale and rotation. You can see this.
Okay.
Yep. So that is why we are having something like this. So it splits up into all individual parts, and then see for this mobile, you can see like each button is like,
It's
separated.
my flying and yeah. Dude.
and I have no idea what this is.
That's the laptop screen.
Yeah, something like that.
Fine. So, and Sean, you told like you'll try to put it in one texture,
Texture.
all the texture into just one texture file, so we can convert
Like
it
that
into.
big texture
Dude,
thing.
I can do whatever I want, but there are going to be so much models. What you need to do, if I give you to new like one texture, what you need to do is separate this mobile and
Okay,
add
each model.
for each of these objects. You need to apply the material. Is that fine?
No,
So you
So
need to
wait,
select
so
these things,
okay.
and you need to
Now what
apply
you're trying
that
to say.
particular material which you created in basis, and then apply it for these many sub objects. Only then you can you can achieve what you want. If that is fine to you, like I can give. And if you're going that route, you should do this one. You should apply
Which one?
textures, or else
Okay.
I'm gonna give it in GLTF.
Mhm. Okay.
Or I
then what
can
do you
find
say?
a workaround.
Like, is
Let me
there any
see.
way, like, instead of giving texture separately and model separately, like give everything in a one single file, just like,
Well,
for example,
actually, they do want
For
it that way,
GLTF.
because if it is separated, these guys told they can use basis.
We can bring it on mobile. That's the thing.
okay, fair enough.
But I don't think we need to worry that much for this, because we are showing it on the first go, right? We're not. Let us see, let us see.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
see.
how
Let's
about
leave this for another day. So Tarun, so see another thing, dude. Sean, remember we did the art gallery and sorry, the shop and the lobby. We had an art gallery placeholder. I tried it
Shop and
on
the
my phone. It was 60 FPS, dude. I was getting proper
Dude,
60 frames.
wait. Before talking about that, suppose we'll try this. If this thing doesn't work, how about getting a video, a rendered video? Is that
Okay, that
will
will
that
be way better. Yeah, dude. That's
right?
okay. Then let's go down that route, dude.
I think yeah, at least for now, for phone, we'll keep it rendered video only. That's what I was gonna say.
Why? Let's try the 3D side. If it doesn't work, a
Like,
rendered
no,
video.
no, no. What we can do is we can keep video for now because we know that video is gonna work. Our first priority should be deploying it, right? So we just deploy and simultaneously there can be one guy working on this. No,
Got it. Makes sense. Agreed, dude.
what about
Are you
others?
typing? Are you
No, I
typing
didn't
it
get you. What?
Like,
One
see,
guy working on what?
for now, we know that a rendered video will work for sure for
On
mobile.
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So for now, we'll just keep that in mind and just deploy it with that. But then let's try out models because we want to know like what is the capability of mobile devices.
Dude, and another thing is, like, see, if these are our models, if we don't like it, we can just like redo it, or just like retopologize very fast, because these are not like huge models and mobile. And for mobile, it can be a very low res also. So I don't think that will be a big issue, because for that it was a huge scene. We had to do your UVs and all a lot. But these textures are like solid colors, right? Something like that, little bit of gradient and all. We can figure that out. So
Okay.
I don't think
It's
that
not
should be a blocker for us now.
it's not about the blocker, it's about time. So will this take a lot of time or less time? Compared to a mobile, compared to a
suppose
video
this is,
render.
yeah, if we face the same issue like what we had in virtual world, it's gonna take another week or something.
Then that's what let's try. See that we know that a video is gonna work for sure. So let's just deploy with the video at least for now, and then we can have one guy working on the model. So once we are 100% sure the model can completely replace the video, we'll check the video and put it in.
That makes sense. Yep.
Okay.
And the reason we are
because we are marketing like we are doing 3D.
exactly, and that's the main reason we have to have one guy working on models for mobile, because we want to really
if this doesn't work, no, we can redo the entire model something in low poly.
Makes sense.
So you're telling a cartoony kind of feel. Toon.
Not necessarily tuned, right?
It's gonna be something like something like this too. Not exactly, we can change the colors now, but
Oh,
something
okay, 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 okay. Got it, got it.
very boxy type and all.
Uh-huh.
Not even to this detail, maybe even more or less.
I
Something
prefer
like this
render.
also, even
No,
this
no.
seems attractive.
Like see,
Okay,
like
wait a
a
minute.
rendered video will be better, I guess.
Yeah.
You know why? Because on a very like your phone, a rendered
Okay.
video will work better on your phone than this one did.
Dude, now what Ashwin sent me, it was like working like 100% cool, 60
Yeah,
FPS.
But then that
it is
doesn't have
not
textures.
textures.
Does is not complete animation.
It's not having lighting also.
Yeah.
Yeah, lighting. I forgot about that. So
Hey,
we'll see, dude.
lighting
So
was there.
because
Hey,
ambient light, right?
but seriously, I want to make one
Ambient and
3D
directional
website
light
like
was
Virtual
there.
World.
It,
For us also.
One guy, what? Taran, what?
Seriously, for us also, I wanted a Virtual World like website, 3D website.
Better than that. Okay, I get it. I hope Antonio Bat is not gonna see that.
We will
Dude,
not share
if
this link.
see, you just
Fine.
check like how much time we spent on this just for the animation and these things. And all.
Yeah.
We had a
really-
lot of time for this, duh. We could design is in
The
our
thing
hand.
was, it was a very iterative process.
Exactly. Like we were pissed off also.
Yeah, we were pissed off, not able to think. And first
See, when it
project, no.
comes to like deadline, we have to do it by this day. You have to do it, means like we will go mad. We
Yeah.
just want to do it, then push whatever we can. But if we have time and like patience, we can come up with a good website. Okay.
Anyways,
forget
we'll move on.
things
I
apart,
have
yeah.
a few questions. After that, we'll continue this. First
Yep.
question about a page. Are we gonna have our single, our pics and our names
Our
and
vector,
one-liners?
our vector will be really good.
I thought a vector will
But-
be good over here.
Okay. We'll see about that, dude, because vectors.
Not see about that because the
are
page
no.
design depends on that.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
See, I'm pretty sure the vector of us will be really good. That's why I kept place over here, and I haven't designed this page because the
Dude,
color
I
of the
think
page
yeah,
and
this is gonna happen. Yeah, I think this is gonna happen.
what is gonna happen.
It's on the vector
This
or
page, Alex is gonna like this page. Yeah.
See, the vectors.
No.
She's the one who suggested the idea.
It's a
And
good
we will
idea.
do that, and the color and the design of the page depends on the vectors only, because if it's a very cartoonish, no, I can make the entire page cartoonish kind of style. But over here, no, I need to know if we are gonna put our actual image and our name and our designation and just a liner of what we do, a witty liner.
I like this. What about you, Josh?
I thought the design
it's a
for
good
this will
one,
be
dude.
something like you have that switch for dark mode, light mode. No, you have that small
Mhm.
switch. That kind of design for this thing.
Why not swipe to know
So-
more?
So we have all our names, and I'll just put the footer over there. And this is about us page and content. I want to know, Roshan, for web dev, what other stuff we do? Because I seriously couldn't think of anything else.
website and web app. Okay, error, blah blah blah. Progressive error. Fine.
PWAs, custom websites, SEO optimization. Other than that,
We help you beat the search bar. Okay. Okay, fully customized websites. Okay,
What
where
are
did you
those?
put the 3D website? Okay, we already have a 3D website. Fine, fine, fine,
Yeah.
fine. That makes sense. Let me open the business plan. I forgot. Did you check that
which one?
on MadMT server? Go to business resources. I put what was it called?
In that, the only biggest thing I saw was PWA. Other than
Yeah,
that, it was at least if we can put in one more thing, it'll be good.
Where is this gonna be on web? page,
Uh,
the website.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the website and the web dev page.
So,
Are
Taran,
you willing to do
I-
mobile apps, native apps?
Like, I'm the only guy doing that. That's the
You're the only guy doing that. Bro, not just
and
that,
no,
even
that's not the problem. I don't mind doing it. You know what's the problem? So
What?
if a company comes to us, they want an entire website and an entire mobile app. Because if we do the if we put it over, if we put that we can do mobile apps, if
They
a
obviously
client
want
wants a website, they will pay extra and they will also tell you we want a mobile version of this and a mobile app version.
Yes.
That's gonna be the problem. So literally, like,
What
it's,
we are gonna do is you're gonna be working full time on the mobile app. We have Pankaj to do the front end, so he's gonna do the front end. I'm pretty sure
the
most of
back end?
these portfolio. What?
Like, see, dude, if the client wants only a front end website, that's called a static website or landing page.
Yeah.
So why would people? No one will ever want a mobile app of a landing page. It like the mobile app. If they come to a mobile app, it will be functional. You will need a backend 100%.
No. What I'm trying to say is,
Uh-huh.
according to our target audience, it will be like we are aiming for
Landing
people who
page,
want
most of them.
yeah. So how will we relate it? How will we relate it to mobile apps? Is what I'm trying to ask. Yeah. Just a sec.
Fine.
Yeah. So that's my question. How are we gonna relate ourselves to native apps? So yeah. And plus, we really don't know the limitations of 3D on mobile apps, so we cannot go that direction also as of now.
No, 3D on mobile apps will be better, but the way you do it, you can't do it on Flutter. You will have to do it in Unity or Unreal. Basically, a game. There is no difference between a web app and a game now. Like, I mean, not web app, mobile 3D on mobile app and a game. There's no difference.
Makes sense. It's fine. Take your time. Think. Let me know.
Sure.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Coming back. So where did we stop? We stopped.
The cycle. Yeah. For the coming soon page of this thing, 3D, we're gonna use the same coming soon page we have now.
We can.
Yeah, we can just remove
Let's use the same thing, dude. Let's not waste time. Let's do it on.
Yeah.
If you want,
We can
let's
just
see
remove
after
those
we
forms
launch.
and contact us buttons and stuff.
We should. Tarun, remember when we were doing Project Virtual World?
Yeah.
Remember Alex telling that two companies approached us on Facebook ads or somewhere?
Yeah.
I remember Alex. Like, what happened to them? Like,
I don't know. We'll have to ask Alex.
Yeah, I forgot.
Hey Alex, if you're watching this video, just let us know.
And we'll be putting a text after the video.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
coming back.
Coming back. So we got to know what's there in the pipeline right now, and we'll try and figure out what's the deadline.
Yeah, dude.
See, what we thought was within this month we'll have a run.
Version 1 at least. Where are you typing?
V1.
This month. Okay, 10 minutes remaining. Let's do it soon. We need version 1 deployed. Yeah. So what's left? What's left? In this month we need version 1 deployed. Okay, so I'll tell my timeline for this. So looking at the user flow, we have 4 pages: web dev, graphics, about us, and contact us. If there's no further changes in landing page, which I'm sure it's a no, because I think I'll be making changes. So maybe a day half a day maybe to try out different stuff for the landing page. And graphic section, no, not needed. Web dev section, I need a day or two. And for about us, it depends on the vector. So I can only talk about that after the vector is done. Contact us, I had a question. If you guys come back to Zoom, no, I'll just ask this question. So
fine.
contact us, how about we do this interactive way, something like you hit the contact us button, you're just going to get 2 input fields. We're going to put out a text like, let's get to know your name. They're just going to enter their full name and email, and they'll hit let's go. After they hit let's go, they'll get a pop-up something like, give us more info so that we can help you our best. So they get 2 buttons over there, either proceed or nah, I'm good.
Tarun, did you get inspired from Typeform or something?
Typeform. And
Typeform.
this I got
Typeform
inspired
is
from
a
your app.
package.
Let's get to know your name.
I'm gonna sue you.
And
Yeah.
just
anyways.
because we are trying to tell them that if you give us more info, we can help you our best, I'm pretty sure the user tend to click proceed because 84%,
Yeah.
according to what data says, 84% of people are gonna pay more for extra, are gonna pay extra for better user experience.
Okay.
So I just figure out, like, I think people are gonna hit that proceed button. Even if they don't, we still have their name and their email. We can just put an email to them. And if they hit proceed, we can put something like, hey, their name we have, so put their name. What do you need help with? So is it going to be web development or 3D stuff? Or do you need something with designing and rebranding or others? The others is there because their thing might come up, something new they might come up, right? So there's others for that. And whatever 4 buttons are there, whatever they hit, they're gonna get very few questions, like really few questions about that. Maybe like 3 or 4, that's all, maximum 4. They'll have to answer that, and then below that, or we can have above that itself, we can have this consultation form. So that's where they can just enter what time, and they can enter what platform they want. Just to drop down. And I'm thinking the question should be this thing there, optional, because people usually don't like answering a lot of questions. So I think the questions can just be left optional, but our main focus here is to get the consultation form. So I think once the user hits the button, the proceed button, I think we'll put a pop-up stating that, are you sure you want to proceed? Because if you can answer these questions, we can assist you better, something like that. Does that make sense? Does this make
It
sense?
makes
This
sense, yeah.
entire
Makes
thing,
sense.
because
Like makes sense, dude. Because
does the process
most of
make
them-
sense though?
Yeah, process makes sense.
And how is the user experience? Like, I'll ask you guys only. Will you? Let's leave you, Roshan, Sean, and Ashwin. If you see just 2 input fields, full name and email, will you fill it?
No.
No, why?
Why would I give my name to someone?
Yeah, so
Okay,
Tarun,
fine.
the thing
If I want to,
so dude, wait. Don't just type first name, dude. Like in the US, people don't like giving out their last name for some reason. I don't know why. I read this
Just type
Fine,
name.
makes sense.
first name. Yeah, name also makes sense. To just name is more than enough. If they want to call
Okay.
themselves by some other name, we don't mind.
Makes sense. And let's leave
Name
out
and
Sean
email.
also. Ashwin, would you fill out a form with just 2 input fields there?
Yeah, obviously. If needed, yes, for sure.
Okay.
So look at this.
And
So
if
a
I'm
user
asking,
needs some
yeah.
3D stuff, and they actually like our website, I think they will give at least their name and email
Yeah.
ID,
Yeah.
and the proceed button. So you hit let's go. You're giving only one option for them, proceed button, and I don't recommend giving a cancel or close button right next to it.
No,
We
no,
should
what
give
I
a
thought
X
was, we'll
mark.
put one
We should
gimmick
give an
over
X
there.
mark.
We'll put one gimmick. Like,
Yeah,
as soon
actually,
as they
that's
hit
yeah.
let's go, they'll get that proceed button. No, they shouldn't
Mhm.
hit proceed for us to get the details. As soon as they hit the let's go button, we will get the details. That's how we'll make it.
Hey, no, dude, that's Bro, I didn't tell about that. You hit let's go, it's gonna send to the database. Leave that. What I'm telling is, then give us more info on how we can help you our best, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have only proceed button. Some people, some companies, what they do, they give the proceed button, and right next to that they give a similar button called close. You hit close, it's gonna close the
That's where
pop-up.
those
So
companies
what
are wrong because
yes, you should give an X mark on the top left or top right,
yes.
somewhere in the corner.
Yes.
So that's
No,
what I
not
wanna
somewhere
do.
in the corner. We'll try to be completely transparent and
I agree.
I
with
was going
Pranav.
through that course. No, one rule was
Uh-huh.
like make sure users can revert back. So
Yeah,
we'll
hit
make
an
sure
X
that X
button,
mark
right?
is properly visible.
Yeah, it's properly visible, but in the corners, not in the
Okay,
not
fine.
right next to it.
Fine.
You hit proceed, then we tell their name, what do you need help
Yeah.
with, blah blah blah. So is it a multi-choice thing or
It's just gonna be
just a
4
radio
buttons,
button?
bro. It's gonna be 4 buttons.
4 buttons? Okay, you click on that, what's gonna happen? Is it a pop-up or it's gonna go to the next
I
page?
think
like
it'll
type
just
form?
React doesn't load anyways. No, it'll just render out. So let's
No,
just
I'm asking you, dude. Like, do
we'll
you
make
want
it another
another
page.
pop-up? Okay, another page, fine. So can you scroll horizontally to
I
the right?
think after you click proceed, this can be a pop-up. I think one, if I have a 1080p screen, it can be around 70% of the screen, the pop-up.
So
Do you
what I
need
was
help with?
thinking is you have a pop-up from the starting. It shows a model is gonna come,
Yeah.
name and email. Okay, and
Yeah.
just like type form, you hit next, it's gonna scroll vertically. The
Wait,
thing goes and
wait a
next
minute.
it comes down.
Model for
You know,
this,
modal, yes.
I'm gonna say
A
model.
pop-up,
I'm not
pop-up,
gonna
a-
say model. I think
fine, a
they should be
pop-up,
in a separate
pop-up
page. Yeah.
page, another
Within
page.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Maybe.
Like no, dude,
Yeah,
the thing
separate
is this
page.
one, right?
Why
Yeah.
I'm saying separate? Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Even a pop-up makes sense, but why I'm saying separate page is because a pop-up and the background's just gonna be blurred out, and I kind of don't
Yeah.
like that. But
Okay.
we have React, which is not gonna
No
load
problem.
anything.
Yeah, no problem, dude. But in the contact us page, do you have other content? Because just 2 input fields and a button.
That's what's gonna do the trick for us. They're gonna look at it. Oh, only 2 fields. Enter it. They'll
And
see one
then-
full big page. There'll be only 2 input fields. Only 2.
Bro,
No?
what? Hey, really?
Bro, just
Gonna
tell
look
me
empty,
you have
right?
one page. You have all these things.
Yeah, I
You
would
have one more page. Just to 2. Obviously, you're gonna fill it. No, only 2. No, what will happen?
Of course, but it's gonna look empty, right? That's the thing.
We
So
are gonna
some
just
illustrations, blah blah blah.
yeah,
something.
we'll have illustration.
Okay,
Creative stuff.
that fine. Then fine. I have no problem. But the next part, it's gonna be a pop-up, right? From the
I
proceed button
think
to the-
this part should be a pop-up.
from
Obviously, this both will be a
Okay.
pop-up only. But
Yeah.
this thing shouldn't redirect
Got it.
to another page. It should just pop up.
got it. Pop-up, fine.
Yeah, and again for this pop-up, also we'll put one X mark over there.
Fine. So they can quit at any time. Okay.
Yeah.
So they
So
hit web
they
dev.
hit one.
So dude, about that. So about these options, how many? Less than a minute. I think let's end this meeting and continue from there, dude. Because
Yeah, I
don't wanna
think
get
we
stuck
still
in
have to
this.
talk about this.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll end the meeting. I'll
Send
send
another
another
link.
link. Yeah.
Yeah.